to meet them in Pineville, Kentucky, and ride with them to Oneida Baptist Institute, where the report was to be given.
There she is, there she is, there she is. Hi, hi, come on.
Hey, come on, George, don't be hanging back. You get in there and slide over behind Miss Lillian. Did you speak to the Reverend?
Hi there. How you doing, George?
Hey there, Miss Lillian. Howdy, Reverend.
We are so glad that you could go with us today.
Yeah, George, you be still. Don't be kicking.
Okay. You ready? Okay.
Yeah. C-U-R-V-E. Curve. S-L-O-W. Slow. Oop, bump. B-U-M-P. S-T-O-P. Stop.
Hey, Ruth. That's very good.
Thank you. Today I'm a-sitting and a-riding instead of standing and ironing just because I can read.
That is great. Can you tell us something about what learning to read means?
Yeah, I want to practice on my testimony I'm going to give.
Give me your testimony.
Okay, first I want to get out the good book.
Okay.
This is my pocketbook that Ethel let me bring.
Oh, you look so good in those pretty clothes today.
Well, they belong to Ethel.
Oh, well, it's good of her to let you wear them.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start like this. I'm the oldest of 9 children. And the year I was supposed to go to school, the footlog washed out. And so I didn't get to go, but my mom and papa said, well, you can go next year. But by then there was a new baby, and mama needed me to stay home and help her a little bit. And then the years rolled by, and all the rest of the children, they got to go to school, but mama always needed me to stay home and help her wash and iron and cook and sew, you know. And of course I wanted to go to school. I wanted to learn how to read. And then when I finally could go, I was too big to sit with all the little first graders. But always in my heart, I wanted to learn to read. I'd look at the other children's books, and I couldn't read a word, not even in the primers. And then when I was young, I got married, and there was babies of my own. And they went to school, and I'd look at their books. I still wish I could read, but I couldn't. And then, all the time I was growing up, I had me 3 big prayers.
What were those?
One of them, the first one, was that a preacher would come and tell me how to be saved. And you know, I heard a heap of preaching before I heard how to be saved.
Well, you be sure to tell the preachers about that today when we get there.
Okay, I will. You remember, Miss Lillian, it was about a year ago that you came to Ethel's house to the missionary meeting. And you said you wanted those ladies to learn how to help folks like me learn to read. Well, my eyes just filled up with tears because the Lord said to me, this is for you, Ethel. You listen. And you know, I was on the back porch of Arnie, but I was listening anyhow. And I wanted to read because I wanted to read my Bible. And you know what? I think my second big prayer was about to be answered. And that afternoon, after all the ladies went, I went to left, and I went to Ethel, and I said, Ethel, Miss Ethel, when you going to learn to read? And you know, she was dumbfounded. She said, well, Ruth, I didn't know you couldn't read. You didn't say nothing about it. How come you didn't tell me? And I said, well, why come I was going to say anything? You weren't going to do nothing about it anyhow. And so, you know, well,
Well, can you describe the differences made since you've learned how to read?
oh, yes, I sure can because, well, at night I don't sleep too well. You know, my husband and my daughter lay sick for years. And during that time, I just didn't go to bed. And now they've died, and I still can't sleep good. But that's okay. I tell myself, Ruth, you can read. And I just reach up over my bed and pull on the light. And you know, sometimes I read till 2 o'clock in the morning. And you know what else? I think my third prayer is going to be answered because I'm praying that the Lord's going to let me read this book from cover to cover.
I hope he does. I hope he answers your prayer.
God answered all three of Ruth's prayers. God longs to communicate with his children. Jesus is called the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten Father, full of grace and truth. Literacy Missions was born in the heart of God.